Yo, what's up everybody, this is TJ Customs, and I am back real quickly making this video. I know I don't usually do like reviews or anything of figures, but I thought this would be kind of neat. I saw this out at a comic shop, and I haven't seen anybody really talk about these figures, this set here. It's fairly new, and I saw it. It was kind of just a fluke thing that I ended up finding it. I paid a little bit extra for it to get it early, only like $10 more than I would normally pay for this from like Big Bag Toy Store, because I looked and I made sure I wasn't going to overpay. So I thought I'd pick it up. I'm pretty excited though, because I really wanted a Pyro for a long time. This Rogue is really cool looking too, even though I'm not really familiar with this particular outfit for her. I know it's a lot more modern. It's kind of odd to me that they chose to do a classic Pyro with a modern Rogue, but I do think the figure itself looks pretty cool. So on the side, you can see there's a little bit of an image of Pyro there, and on the other side, a little bit of an image of Rogue, which is pretty cool. On the top, it says that. Nothing really on the bottom. You can see how much I paid for it, but I'm not going to show that. On the back, though, is what I think is cool. These images are what are on the sides. I think these are really, really cool images. This is what makes the box art like so cool to me. It reminds me of something like they would do in a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive type of box art. It's really cool. I really kind of wish that this was on the front though. I think that would be really cool if there was no plastic clamshell and this was just the front. Because I mean, look at this artwork. It's so cool. He's like making a fire with that, and she's taking off her glove. Really, really awesome. But anyway, I will definitely crack this thing open for you guys so I can show you guys the figures themselves a little bit. And yeah, show you guys what you came here for. So it's a really awesome set. I'm really happy with it, actually. I really love this Rogue. I'm not going to lie. Even though it's not an outfit that's like necessarily one of my favorites, I'm actually a humongous fan of this figure. I think it looks awesome. So I wanted to show both of them standing here, but I am going to go individually first. So I'm going to go with Rogue first and talk about her first. I think this Rogue figure is sick. And I'm hoping that the lighting picks up everything, and I'm hoping this isn't too bad a lighting for you guys. If it is terrible, let me know. But hopefully it's not too bad. I think it looks okay. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of how this face sculpt came out, and I really want to show that off because I think that looks really good. It's if I can show it off there. I know the lighting's not great, but oh, man, I think this space sculpt looks sick. I mean, I'm just a real big fan of this. I know it's kind of dark. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys can see that real good. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I'm trying to like focus it there. I like the greens too. I've seen this outfit in a few comics. I like how these are a soft plastic too. I think that's a really nice choice. That Hasbro went with there. It looks pretty good. She has like this sculpted skirt that's like actually shocking to me because I'm used to these things being like a separate piece, but this sculpted skirt is actually sculpted to this piece that's like her lower body. It looks really cool, and while it does hinder a little bit of articulation there, I still think it's a pretty solid way for them to get around this. It's definitely something that they don't normally do. It's one piece going into there. I think that's pretty cool. Now for customizers, it might be a separate thing. So like from the body, I'm not completely sure if this is sculpted all together or if you crack the torso, if it would pop off. I'm not 100% sure there, but overall, I think this looks really, really nice. She does come with some removable accessories. She comes with a removable head and a pair of removable hands. So I'll show those real quick. So here is her removable head and removable hands. They're like two open hands. One's kind of an open palm, and the other one's making this like weird, I don't really know what this pose is, like magic pose. I'm not exactly sure. And she's got more of an angry face as the second head. Which I think the angry face looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have any complaints. I think the angry face looks pretty solid. I do think that the other head looks better, but that's just me. I think the paint jobs on the head look pretty good. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of how Hasbro has everything be really dull, but other than that, I think everything looks really clean. I don't really see any bad marbling or weird paint on mine. I mean, mine has a little bit of weirdness on the shoulder area here, but nothing too crazy. So I'll talk about our articulation real quick. I don't want to bore you guys too much because I know I'm not the best reviewer at this. I just wanted to give you guys a look at this set here. I know I'm not the best, like I said. So anyway, articulation-wise, head can go down that far, can go up. By the way, this little scarf thing can be removed. She is lollipopping a little bit here, so she can, you know, side to side, up and down, all that good stuff. The arms can go to the sides here a little bit and do 360 rotations. Got the single digit there. It can go back weirdly, you know. You can break her arm if you want to. She's got a swivel at the wrist and a hinge, you know, if you really want to do like some weird poses like that. I don't know. Nothing really going on with this ab. I mean, you can move back a little bit, which is kind of cool, but you can't really move forward, can't really move to the side, can't really turn. It doesn't really do much besides move back a ton. I don't know why I would want to do that. Replicate like old designs of Rob Liefeld or something. The legs are hindered by this skirt, but not too much. They can go this far forward, not really far back at all. And can swivel at the thigh. Double jointed knees, which I think is cool. I like this little sculpted boot cuff thing there. That is pretty neat as well. The ankles can go up and down as well. And they do have the ankle pivot. Overall, I think this is a pretty dope figure. I know my camera is just looking stupid right now. There we go. Overall, I think this is a really dope figure. I do think this is an awesome Rogue. Obviously not the prime figure from the set that most people are going to be super excited for, but I do think it's a pretty awesome figure nonetheless. All right, now to discuss Pyro here. Now, I got to be honest, my first initial complaint with this guy, I love him. I think he looks great. My only real complaint is these stupid fire effects. I hate these, and I think it would have been a real good opportunity to do something unique and new with this guy. Look at these holes. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm hoping you guys can see that, but basically, he's got these like holes in these tubes. You know, it would have been cool if you could put some sort of fire effect inside them. I know some people will probably come up with that on their own, come up with some way to do that on their own. But I think it would have been just really cool if Hasbro included that. Overall, though, I think this guy's great. He's built on probably the best body mold that Hasbro's ever created, the Sunspot body mold, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. He has this, and actually really well hidden, so you can't even see it like at all. He has this butterfly joint. I also think it's kind of cool. I don't know if this is on all of the other ones, but I like how the musculature and like it almost looks like how this is going here. I don't know if you guys can tell that. It almost looks like cloth, and I think that was a really, really awesome design choice. It's on both sides. It's really cool there. Good job, Hasbro. The paint job is awesome. I actually think this paint job is so much better than Toy Biz's. I'm not kidding. The Toy Biz Pyro is just a terrible figure. This one blows it away by a mile. Unfortunately, I don't have it to do a versus episode. I'm sorry, guys. But this one is just so much better. And one thing that is incredible about this guy, look at that hairdo. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? Is that hitting the light? Yeah, look at that hairdo, man. Paint detail. There's dry brushing in there and stuff. It's so nice. It looks great. I wish that continued throughout the whole figure, but I'll take what I can get. I do like this separate piece. I like not only that it's separate, so for customizers like myself, it's really easy if you wanted to use this as a Sunspot body mold with like orange pegs. It just would remove, I'm sure. I'm sure this is pegged into the back. Yes, it is. So this whole thing could just be removed, and you'd literally have just a Pyro without it. Of course, that wouldn't really make a lot of sense as the character, but all of this apparatus can just be straight up removed, and I think that's really awesome that they did that. Yeah, I like that. All these tubing, so these tubes can actually be removed from this backpack, and I think the backpack and everything looks great as well. Just a really, really awesome looking figure overall. The face sculpt is fantastic. I love that grin he's got too. Not going along with the amazing hair, but I love the grin that he's got on his face. It's awesome. He does come with an interchangeable head, which I will show you now. This one is sort of like a maniacal laughing grin. I'm not a huge fan of this one either. Like, I don't know. I have my preference over the heads that they come with, but this does look pretty neat. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'm just not a humongous fan of the actual face he's making. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool head sculpt. I just think this is a really, really awesome figure. My only real complaint with the figure having been just the generic of these effects. Like, I feel like they could have done something better. And actually, I think that these translucent ones don't look as good as maybe the ones that Human Torch comes with. If that was one they gave to this, I don't know. I'm just spitballing, but overall, I think this looks great. I don't really have any paint problems with mine either, although it is a simple paint job. There's a little bit of fuzziness going on the boot area, but overall, I think this is really, really awesome. So in terms of articulation, quick, basically has all the articulation of the Sunspot body mold, has really good articulation. So head can move down that far, can move up pretty high. It's also on a little bit of a lollipop, so you can move a little bit, but it's pretty firmly on the head too. Can rotate 365 degrees, you know. I don't know why I said 365. I am crazy. He does have the butterfly joint, as I previously mentioned. He's got a shoulder joint that can go out like that and down. He's got a a bicep swivel. Look at the... So you can see that they pop out pretty easily when posing, but they go back in pretty easy too. Double jointed elbows. He's got a swivel at the wrist and a hinge at the wrist. He only has fists, does not come with interchangeable hands, but I think that's okay. He pretty much is only using his fists anyway. Ab crunch, waist swivel, you know. Got the T-jointed hips, which are actually ratcheted on this figure, which is kind of crazy, but they go out too. Swivel at the thigh, double jointed knees, swivel at the mid-calf, hinge at the ankle, and then he's got ankle pivot. So yeah, overall, I'll plug this back in there. Overall, I think this is an awesome figure too, and I think this is I actually do think this is a really, really awesome set here. Not gonna lie, let me bring in Rogue. Bring Rogue back in here. Yeah, I think this is a really awesome set, guys. I think on Big Bad Toy Store, he's going for like 50, this set's like $50 on Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's worth the price. It's a little bit pricey though. Not gonna lie, for two normal size figures, it is a bit pricey. It should probably be more towards the $40 range. But overall, I think this is a really amazing set. And I'm really hoping that now that we've got Pyro, we might get some other classic Brotherhood of Evil Mutants characters, maybe like Avalanche or the Blob again. A re-release of the Blob would be real cool. So, yeah, and maybe some more characters from this time period with this Rogue would be pretty cool too. But other than that, I hope you guys liked the video. I know I just wanted to make this quick video, get this out to you guys. Hopefully it's not too long. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please click that like button and subscribe to see more videos. And if you guys want to see more reviews like this, let me know, I guess, and maybe I'll make some. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.